even 18 when I came here. The whole purpose of me coming to New Zealand was to learn to be independent, reflecting with some Malaysian that they were all working people, and I was the only one that's still studying. I learned quite a bit of craft and skills from them, how to be independent, learning how to cook, how to wash my own clothes, and having to help out with the chores of the house, having rosters and that sort of stuff. So, and I was living around Sandringham area, more Sandringham, Mount Albert. So when I first started high school here, I thought back in Malaysia I was speaking English, but when I first started in high school, I could not understand their English. It took me like 6 months to adjust my hearing tones to New Zealand English. And I say that the language barrier took me 6 months. So when I first started in the college, because I didn't know what they were saying, so ending up conversing through English, written English, for the first 6 months. And after that, boom, I have my previous job in New Zealand Police for over 22 and a half years. I always will be grateful to New Zealand Police for providing opportunities. I was the first Asian ethnicities, first full-time Asian liaison officer in the whole of New Zealand Police. 2003, in fact, I started in the police, working in the intelligence group, and then 2 years later, I applied for that position, and I got that position. Just working in there as one of the many analysts. I was a civilian, non-sworn employee in the police. I did my undergraduate majoring in statistics and operation research. The intelligent analyst role that I applied for was try to utilize. I applied, I waited for quite a few months. I literally forgotten about the job that I applied for, and then received a phone call, and they said, are you still keen to come in for an interview? And I said, yep. And went in, and later on, when I got the job, there was this inspector said to me, there were a lot of people applying for it, way over 200 people apply for it, and they interview a few, and they selected me because what's the skill set, the personality that they see. There was an internal ad up, like after I started working as an analyst, they advertised a permanent full-time Asian liaison officer, the first one for the country, and I applied for it, and I got an interview. And I was fortunate enough to get that position. The first Asians and the first full-time Asian liaison officer. But prior to me, there was Asian liaison officer from the Pacifica background. I just got married not long at that time. My wife was shocked how much time I spent on the community. I dated with her for 3 years, make a lot of mistakes. My wife is very forgiving. Our children are at where they are at this point in time. It's not my hard work, it's her hard work. She was a full-time mom. She literally looked after the children and allowed me to work as hard as I wanted in my job.
Yes.
And so all these like parenting meeting and all these driving them to school, picking them up, taking them to see doctors when they're sick, attending their events, a lot of it were single-handedly taken upon by my wife. I have to say, I'm a very, very lucky man. Expect the unexpected,
Mm.
I was never ever diligent in studying, but in terms of the path that has taken me to where I was, I don't think I ever regretted that. If you say, would I change anything? I would say no, because if I changed something, I wouldn't have met my wife.